Good morning, this is Rusty with Masters Lawn Care with another quick tip about Gainesville lawn. If you notice that moth flying across the lawn, that is the parent of what's called sod webworms. And if you look closely, you'll see them flying and fluttering as they walk across the lawn. This is an early indication of a coming infestation of sod webworms. Besides the active moths in the yard, people a lot of times will ask what the damage of a webworm looks like, and here is a perfect example of webworm damage. If you can see this well, it looks like somebody almost took a weed eater and just scalped this one area of the yard and left growth all around it. Almost like they just hit this one area and knocked it down really, really low around the grass that's really, really tall throughout the rest of the lawn. And if you start looking in the grass really, really close, you'll start to find webworms, which this is what they look like. If you see those little grass pellets around it, that's the remnants of this client's turf. You see his translucent green color. That color comes from the eating of the lawn. A common question people ask about webworms is what time of year do they attack? And really it depends on the rainy season. They really, really love when the heavy rains come, and sometimes the heavy rains in Gainesville come in summer, late June, early July, and sometimes they wait as late as August. But definitely sometime between summer and fall is when the webworms start to attack. To get a close-up of the damage, I want to zoom across the St. Augustine grass to the webworm damaged grass. If you see the brown hay-like strands in the middle of it, what that's from is from these webworms eating the grass blades, which you can see holes in the grass blades where they're eating it, down all the way to the stone. If you look close into webworm damage, you'll see areas like this where you see a grass blade that's been eaten all the way down to the tough part of the blade. They eat all the tender grass down to the part, and then they move on to the outer area, which leaves this ring that you see here. Another common question people ask about webworms is what type of grass do webworms attack? They love St. Augustine, and they also love Zoysia. Typically they don't do as much damage to Zoysia as they do to St. Augustine, because Zoysia is able to recover from being scalped, which is basically the damage that webworms create. St. Augustine, on the other hand, actually dies once it's scalped and very rarely recovers fully. If webworms are a problem you're worried about seeing in your yard, please call our office 378-5296. We'd love to help.